talked about this. They want to be called Indians because it ties to all their old treaties from the 1800s.
Yeah, okay, so whoa. Park it there, because I'm told that it is racist to call them Indians. They want to bring in all this First Nations and original peoples and blah blah blah. But you're telling me that no, they don't like that. They want to be called Indians. Explain that,
Mike. I'm telling you what. Remember, secrets on the inside come from Greg freaking Meakin, right? But seriously, I have to corroborate this because you know me. I don't go forward unless I got my ducks in a row and I've researched something.
Yeah.
We've had that talk a lot about social media and stuff. Anyhow, and this is directly from a tribal leader in Alberta at Frog Lake. Okay, Mike?
Yeah.
And I'm saying, why do you call yourself Indians? Like, that's like, the Washington Redskins. They quote the thought police language.
Yeah, we're told that's insulting somehow.
Yeah.
They don't see it that way.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So anyone in Canada, like you just said, quote, parroted, that, saying Indians is racist, right?
Yeah.
It has fallen into the public relations campaign of Ottawa and of Washington, D.C., and of the politically woke crowd. They want to outlaw these words, just like Quebec outlawed the English language on signs in 1970s Quebec. They want to outlaw these words because here's the deal. You'll hear words like indigenous. Now, indigenous, wonderful new age words. Milky toast, vanilla words, indigenous, native, whatever, tribes, whatever. Down here, it's Native American, Native American, whatever. They want to outlaw / cancel the word Indian because the word Indian itself is the way all Indians were described in the 17 and 1800s. It's in all the founding documents, whatever, where it is. I'm not a wonk on that end. So, but all the word Indian is tied to all the old treaties from the 1800s, and I've corroborated this, Mike, with more than one source. And if the word Indian itself is quote outlawed, well, then it might not. They're on the verge of nullifying all those treaties by de facto.
That's what it is. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude.
It has to do with the contract and how it's worded.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So you're going to get these Ottawa lawyers saying, "Hey, this deal in French, this deal was with the Indians. These aren't the Indians. They're not the Indians. They're indigenous. So the treaty's null and void." I've corroborated this, Mike. I didn't want that because this sounds like, what Joe Biden would call a conspiracy theory, right? Or Trudeau would call a conspiracy theory. I'm saying I believe that more than what I believe coming out of the press. That makes sense to me. And they're trying to take away, remember that 1930 protection of the treaties for I think it was for the natural resources. I'm telling you what, these wonderful people up in Alberta, not just the Indians, but all the people who have spoke up and spoken there, and clicked on to vote and logged on social media and liked and stuff, they're speaking loud that they want some freedom here. This Ottawa, I'm telling you, Mike, and Washington, D.C. here too, this is the New Age movement. They are trying to bury us, a tsunami of this kind of thing through the media, of cancel, censor, dox. Cancel, censor, dox, that's a chapter in the book. And it's not going to work. I'm going to let everybody know it's not going to work. The 85% of journalists out there either vote Liberal up in Canada or NDP, and they vote Democrat down here in the States. So the 85% of you that have tried to control the narrative since Trump colluded with Russia, right? The lie of the century. So it's not going to work this time.
Right.
People see right through it. And I don't know how or when or what, but I'll tell you what, the movement is there, the tsunami is there, and people just want their freedom. After those COVID lockdowns, life changed for me, Mike, and life changed for me when I saw Justin Trudeau freeze bank accounts up there. It changed for me. The Frog Lake Conference